Hi guys, today I thought I would make a super quick video. Hopefully it's going to be quick because I can't currently move very much. I have surgical tape all over me. You can see a bit like here as well. I wanted to talk today about protecting your skin, in particular about moles, and it's a bit of a kind of touchy, sensitive subject for me for a couple of reasons. But I've decided I wanted to talk about it because I got an amazing reaction on Twitter this morning when I did start talking about it, and it inspired me because a lot of people said, yeah, do it, there'll be loads of support, la 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 la, so I thought it might be a good video to talk about. It's a touchy subject for me because last year I lost my auntie to melanoma, and it's also a massive insecurity of mine. Moles in general is probably, I would say, my biggest insecurity, and I know it's probably a bit pathetic because it's not all about looks, but since a young age I've always been very kind of embarrassed about them and hated them and bitter about the fact that I can't really change it. I can't get a nose job, I can't get a boob job. They're there forever, and I used to be very upset about that, and as I grow up it's still kind of something that frustrates me. I never feel like I have beautiful skin because I've got moles everywhere, but whatever, I'm learning to deal with it. The reason I wanted to talk about this today is because I think a lot of people don't realise that if you have moles that you should get them checked. And first of all, I hate the word moles. It's a horrible word, and because of that stupid Austin Powers film with the moly 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 thing, bloody hate that film. Literally caused so much stress in my childhood. I used to cry about that when boys at school used to shout that at me, and even into my adult days there's always people who make that joke and I just don't get it at all. I think it's horrible. Anyway, I hate that word. I grew up calling them beauty spots. That's what my mum told me they were called, and I think that's a much nicer name for them. But whatever they're called, if you have them, you have them, and you know, like me, I've got them everywhere. And it's really important to get them checked. Even before my auntie passed away, my dad has always gone to get his checked once a year. We go to a skincare specialist in Harley Street in London, but we go once a year, and I actually got 5 moles removed this morning. That's why I have surgical tape all over me. And I thought it might help if I talk through the process and my personal experiences with having moles and getting them checked. I think it's different for everyone, and I'm in no way a skin expert, so I don't want to be throwing out any facts here. I will link some stuff below that you can look into it more. This is more just about my personal experience. So me and my dad go once a year to this lady, and we normally kind of strip down into our underwear, and because she's trained, she can just look, and they call it mole mapping. She can just look at all our moles and she'll know, like, she normally says, oh, that one's interesting, and then she'll circle it with a biro. And then the ones that she thinks are interesting, she calls it, she has a little machine, and it just kind of looks like a torch, and she holds it up to the skin and a little light comes on, and it's completely pain-free, and it brings up a picture of the mole like super zoomed in on a camera, on a screen, sorry. And on that there will be 2 colours, blue and green, and that kind of shows the activity, I guess, like cancerous activity or just activity showing that it's developing into something possibly. And a few of mine showed a bit of activity. My dad's, because he's older, had like more activity, but mine showed that they could develop into something. So in that case it can be recommended to get them removed, and once they're removed, that's it, they're kind of gone, and they send them off for tests. So personally for me, I think it's definitely worth getting them removed because I don't want that to develop into something that could be dangerous or life-threatening. So I had 5 removed this morning, as I said, and I thought I'd tell you guys about how it went, just in case any of you were too nervous to go and get checked because you don't really know like how it works. This is how it works with me. There's kind of a few different ways. If you're squeamish, maybe turn off now. But they numb the area where the mole is with an injection, and that was the bit that I thought quite hurt. I hate injections, and it did pinch quite a lot. Once that's done, the whole area is really numb. And then what she does, as horrible as it sounds, sorry, she kind of shaves the top of the mole off, and until she does that, she doesn't know whether she has to cut in or not. If it's still there, in my dad's case, they had to like cut in quite a lot, and then they give you stitches, which you have to get removed. But some of mine, they didn't have to do that. It was just kind of an exterior thing. So that's fine. Then they put kind of padding on and tape it up, and I'll take that off tomorrow, take a few painkillers, and it should all be fine. If you have stitches, you just have to go back to have them taken out. The procedure's really quick and easy, and it's pretty pain-free. Not gonna lie, I passed out this morning, but it's not really because of the pain. I think it's just because I hyped it up a lot in my head, and it was very hot in the hospital, and it all got a bit much for me because I had 5. all on my torso, like my back and my stomach. It felt a bit like I was getting hacked. So I did get a bit hot and flustered afterwards and fainted a little bit, but not the end of the world. I still think it's majorly important to have it done, and I'm glad I did. So if you do have a lot of moles or beauty spots like me, it's really important that you can go and speak to your GP, and they can refer you on to a specialist, or they can just look at any that you think might be suspicious and tell you what they think. It's just worth speaking to someone. I know it's a bit of an embarrassing subject. I probably wouldn't have done it if I didn't get to go with my dad. He kind of made me feel like it's okay to talk about it, but it is really important. I'm not going to really talk about sun cream and SPF because I know a lot of people have different opinions on that. The way I deal with it is, when I was younger I used to love getting a tan, but now I'm older and wiser. I try not to sit on the sun too much. I always wear factor 30 or plus when I'm on holiday, and I definitely don't sunbathe like midday when it's like proper sun. It's just not worth it for me. It's just not worth it for a tan. There are some things you can look out for on your moles. There's like a 5-step, I think it's ABCD or something, that you can check if they're irregular shapes or change colour. But personally I found it really hard to keep track of all of mine, and I can't see my back, and it's just really hard, so I prefer going to see someone once a year so that they can keep track of them instead. Anyway, this has been a bit of a random video, but something that I thought might help a lot of you, because I know a lot of people have moles. It's really common, which is just bizarre because I've grown up thinking, oh my god, I'm the only person who feels this way, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. So maybe this has helped you. Definitely go and get them checked when you can, if you can. The doctor will not find it bizarre. It's very, very normal. And let me know if you have had any similar experiences. I'm going to go grab a Nurofen because I'm in a little bit of pain right now. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of this. Please be nice, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.